Okay, so not much really to talk about in this video. I just want to give an update on my take on this Boston series. Again, I'm not surprised Boston is winning this series and they're up 2-0. Okay, as you see, here are the wagers that I had. Okay, I obviously have the Rockets. I bet this Rockets team back in March 1st, 2018 at plus 370 just to win the Western Conference. Okay, and then here with Boston, I had them on May 13 before they went up 2-0 at plus 235. Now they are a minus 220. So I can automatically just hedge this bet here. And anybody else watching this video can do the same. If you would have taken Boston, you could hedge this bet, make guaranteed money. Okay? It's really that simple. Okay, so Boston Celtics, obviously, I don't see Cleveland winning the series. Okay? Boston is just too strong. Boston is too strong and they're too aggressive for Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't play defense, and I don't think they're going to do it this time against a good, well-coached team with Brad Stevens. And I don't see Cleveland winning the series, not with LeBron this time. He's not going to be able to do what he did to Toronto in this series. Boston will go to the finals and play either the Rockets or Golden State. Okay. Pretty confident on this series. I do think Boston will win this series now. Obviously, they are up 2-0, but what I noticed going into the second half, okay, right when this game was around 7 points at halftime, I knew Boston was coming back. The simple reason was because LeBron was dominating the game, and they were only up by 7 or 11 points. LeBron had like 25 points in the first quarter. He was completely dominating the game, yet they're only up by 7 at half. They had two turnovers and that got them back to 7 points, 7-point deficit at halftime. Okay, so they scored like 2 buckets within 10 seconds to end the half. All right, so I knew at that point Boston was a really good play in that second half, and that's another thing that. To figure out these second halves, and it's a lot better to just watch the game sometimes, is you just study the game and study the players, the top performers basically, like LeBron or James Harden. You know, if they're dominating the game and they're only up by a few points, you know, I'd say a margin under 10. Like for instance, I'm going to talk about the Rockets game in a minute, but in this case, Boston was getting killed in the first half, yet they still, like Brad Stevens said, they weathered the storm and they had it down to 7 at halftime. Going into halftime, you know, that is a really good sign that Boston's gonna win that game or come back in that game and cover the line. The line in the second half, I believe, was 2.5. So I do think Boston's gonna win the series. I could tell just by the way they look. And I don't think Cleveland's going to win both games in Cleveland. You know, very well could. I just don't see how Cleveland is going to ever take the lead in this series. Okay, so I'm calling this prediction. I'm saying Boston's going to win this series. Okay, as you see here, I got this bet already locked in at plus 235 on the Boston Celtics. I'm still debating if I hedge this bet or not. I probably won't. But you can make guaranteed money now if you hedge this bet with Cleveland, thinking that they're going to come back and win the series. Okay, so I'm going to get to this Houston Rockets, and I still haven't been able to figure out this series yet. Okay, I still got to watch this second game to really understand if Houston is for real in this series. Okay, I did not like what I saw in the last game. Okay, because the public percentage was heavy on the Warriors initially at 70%. And then come game time, it started dropping and it evened out closer to 56%, which I'm still seeing almost the same thing happening in the second game, which I'm not really liking. Okay, I'm hoping that this game stays above 60% at least for the Warriors, because I'm not too sure why Houston is getting so much respect here. Okay, a lot of the pundits are saying that, you know, it's going to be a sweep and the Warriors should win. So why is this percentage coming back down? You know, whether it's sharp money or public action, it seems to me that it's public action coming in again on the Rockets. Okay, because that late money on the last game was definitely public action coming in on the Rockets very late. Okay, so I'm seeing almost the same identical thing in the second game. This, I would have liked to see this percentage a little bit higher to close, about 70%, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen again in the second game. So I'm a little concerned for the Rockets right here. But, I still think that the public money is a lot heavier on Golden State in the second game compared to the last game. The line is dropping here, and this percentage is still holding at above 60%. Okay, so if this comes back down to 56% by game time, that really would worry me for the Rockets. But I still think the Rockets are going to come out strong in this game. Okay, they should come out strong. I don't see them playing the same type of style that they played in that first game. I don't think James Harden is going to try to take over the game and win the game for them. I think they're going to play more of a team game in this one, and they definitely have the ability to do that. I mean, they average a lot less possessions than Golden State. Okay, so what they need to do is slow the game down. They need to slow it down as much as possible and just work their offense. They basically just got to work their offense and stop trying to play one-on-one. That's the only way you're going to beat Golden State. Okay, if they do that, they have a really good chance to win this game. Rockets should be up early in this one. I don't think James Harden is going to play as well as he did in the last game, because he scored like 40 points in that last game. So that's basically my take in this matchup. I do think the Rockets will play a lot better, but they got to play less iso ball and more of a team game. So I'll be back with another video. So comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you then.